Jack Reardon's here.
Welcome into the South Hockey Network, everybody, live on YouTube. It's game number 1 of the Thanksgiving O'Grady tournament hosted by Loyola Academy. And joining me, Dylan Ward, in the booth is a very special guest, former varsity Glenbrook South Titan, none other than 44, Jason Ban in the booth. Jason, welcome into the broadcasting area. Happy Thanksgiving, good to have you.
You too. I'm excited to be here. Always fun to watch. Always fun to watch the guys at home. And I'm excited.
Well, you, for some of the parents who maybe don't know you, some of the parents of the varsity rookies, you were on the team for 2 or 3 years. Two years as a starter, and I know you led the team in points one of those years, second in points the other year, assistant captain. You had quite the storied Glenbrook South hockey career, but now you are at Davidson and playing some NCAA baseball, right?
Yeah, indeed I am, yeah.
How is that going so far?
It's fun. It's a lot different. I would say a much bigger time commitment with compared to hockey, but I mean, it's also weird only playing one sport for an entire year, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, I can't complain going to school to play sports. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, and I mean, being able to live that out is something that I'm definitely really excited about.
And playing NCAA, you talk about playing one sport the whole year. Baseball season officially is not till spring. What have you been doing so far in these first few months of the school year?
So we had a fall season for a while, so it's been a lot of practices during like our set fall season. We're practicing Monday through Saturday, and then normally we have scrimmages Friday, Saturday. So I mean, you're getting a lot of innings on the mound, you're getting a lot of opportunities to succeed, it seems like that, a lot of time to practice. So it's been those things, and along with that, we had two scrimmages against actual teams. We played voice crack there. We played UNC Charlotte, who was quite a good team. Then we played the Division II school named Erskine. So we've been playing a lot of games, a lot of teams, playing a lot of each other. So I mean, it's been a lot of fun. It's always fun to pitch.
Well, really looking forward to seeing you on the mound for regular season action this spring. And we've got game number 1 of this O'Grady Cup. Again, Fenwick joining the SHL this year. So this is technically an SHL game between 2 SHL teams, but this is not an SHL game, of course. Titans in Group C. They need to be first place in the group if they want to play on Sunday in the semifinals. Fenwick takes the opening face-off, and we are underway. The Friars lost to GBS 6-0 last time these two teams met. Here's a shot in close. Tutsius bats it away, and it comes to the near side, Zach Freemuth. Taken away, Karabatsis. Now dumped down by Verney into the corner. Freemuth picks it up below the goal line. Zach Freemuth out to neutralize. Good pass to Hoffer. Blake Hoffer rushing in, dangling. Hoffer down to the right circle. Good pass to Tutsius, and a good save off the bat by Colalesi.
That's what you want to see here, especially, I mean, after a tough loss, give or take, it was 2 days ago. I mean, coming out hot, getting a good shot on that is definitely something you want to see here. So, I mean, it's a great start for the Titans. Wish that one went in, but you know.
Jason, that's the first time we even mentioned Wednesday night.
It was, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a tough loss, but I mean, in the end, I mean, as Coach Philbin talks about a lot, it's just a game. I mean, there's a lot of excitement about it, but it's a regular season game for 2 points. So getting a point out of it, I mean, of course, not what you want to have at the end result, but it's better than nothing. So
could have been a lot worse.
That is true.
Big hit into the boards by Sherwood against Kurzak as the puck goes down to Ryan Mulvey, near side Vanderplug, and out to neutral ice. Here's a steal by Stevens, but the Titans come into the zone just offsides as Sherwood a step over the line. And our second whistle of this game, just over a minute in. Dylan Ward and Jason Ban here with you from Evanston, Robert Crown Center. Jason, I know you're not much of a broadcaster, but this rink was always one of my favorites to broadcast at. This high vantage point. Maybe the netting in the way is a little annoying, but I just like seeing everything from real high up. Like, you know, in Jamestown, being all the way up there in that second deck. I mean, you know, you talk about kind of a nosebleed seat, but as a broadcaster, the higher up you are, the better view you get of the game.
Oh, yeah, this is the best you get. I remember especially for high school, watching some of the broadcasts. I mean, I think it was Barrington.
Oh, boy.
That one you're like literally on the ice where.
Second row of the bleachers.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. It's not the best spot to broadcast, but yeah, a rink like this it's quite nice. It's quite a treat.
It's only the second time I've broadcasted a game here. The first time was 2 years ago.
St. Ignatius?
St. Ignatius 4-0. Yeah, you remember.
Yeah, that was not our best game.
I think that might have been the first or second game after that 3-1 North-South win.
I believe it was.
Yeah.
We played York the day after.
Right, on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah,
I remember that.
The day later, we played St. Ignatius and Brother Rice.
Oh, man. Zach Freemuth, Hoffer shoots and scores! Good pass by Freemuth to get it to Hoffer. And Jason, that left circle wrist shot, awfully familiar. Titans lead 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you want to see. I mean, a good start. They're playing hard. They're getting the puck on net. And, I mean, as much as you say it, put the puck on net, good things are going to happen. So a good shot there by Hoffer. I mean, that's always a hard one to save. Right above the pad, right under the glove. So, I mean, gotta love that. Gotta love that.
So Blake Hoffer staying hot. He scored goal number 1 of the North-South game. Of the 4 the Titans scored, Freemuth with a couple and McCauley rounding that out. And a big hit, down goes Hoffer. And Jason, it is good to get that first goal, especially in this game between two teams that, you know, maybe on paper are a little bit lopsided, but so far through these early minutes have been playing each other pretty 50-50 in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we always talk about in the SHL. No matter who you play on any given day, every single team is good. I mean, you look at last year, Barrington taking down New Trier Green, who ended up winning state.
Of course.
I mean, Carmel taking 2 out of 3 from us. And I mean, you just look at across the board. I mean, every single team in the SHL is talented. Every single team is fast. They're going to play physical. So, like we said, getting the first one's really important because, I mean, it can really be a snowball effect if you let the first one up against a team that you believe you're better than.
Titans leading shots 3-1. The game 1-0 on a goal by Blake Hoffer. Looking for more in the attacking zone. Luke LaChance down to the corner, pressuring for the puck. Will Stevens behind the goal line looking for a pass, but taken away by Pabst. Now LaChance taken away off the skates and goes to Sherwood. Outside the zone, it pops. And a hit there by Sherwood to send a man down, but Fenwick still brings it in. Here's a shot, and a save made by Charlie Zabel. Failed to mention that Zabel is getting the nod for Jim Philbin here against Fenwick. It was Eli Kamens in net for a shutout last time against Fenwick. So now he goes with Zabel.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was Charlie Zabel who had that great game against York right before North-South.
Yes, oh yeah.
Gotta love to see that.
Phenomenal. I think 33 saves on 34.
That's always good to see.
His first career SHL start at the varsity level, and it's a win. Gotta love that.
York had those nice black jerseys too.
Yeah, that was a good jersey matchup. Yeah. They didn't come across very well on the broadcast.
Yeah,
when I watched it back, he just kind of looked like a black back, no name or number, but that's close to offsides, but okay, says the linesman, and Sherwood shot goes over the net. Fenwick will dump it down for an icing, and that stops the clock with 13:04 to go in period number 1. Hoffer's goal, the only one so far.
Yeah, but going back to the jerseys, I mean, I think that's one thing you've seen in the past few years in the SHL. I'm not sure why, but every single team is really switching towards, I mean, more alternate jerseys.
Yes.
I mean,
here's a shot by McCauley right off the face-off. Finds a hole in Alessi, and the Titans double their lead. 2-0 with 13:01 to go.
McCauley seems to continue his streak of scoring a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, he also scored against York.
He did.
He did, yeah. So
he scored against York and scored in the North-South game, and now right here.
3 in a row. I gotta love that. But yeah, I mean, you look at Glenbrook South, they got a lot of alternates. You look at GBN, the Creams.
Yeah, we saw those last night.
York's got a new one every year. And I mean, I saw St. Ignatius had some too, but it seems to be a very common thing. I don't know if it's, I'm interested to kind of know the reason why, except for the fact of just they're cool. But
yeah, and you know, not to cut you off, but so many alternates, but a lot of retro looks too. Like
Definitely.
I would say this GBS is a retro look. That North yesterday, and you mentioned the York. That's kind of that newer style where it's just the all black with the one base color trim. But yeah, it's really fun. And of course, the SHL Network held their jersey battle last year, and the GBS black unis were voted the best jerseys in the league. And
very happy about that one.
Yeah, that was fun. Winning the vote by 1% against those Nutria green jerseys that are discontinued. They now have a blackout jersey, but
they do. I really like those.
I know for a fact that jersey battle on SHL Network is coming back over winter break. So
that's
with
exciting.
So many new jerseys in the lineup, I'm really curious to see how that goes. Here's Freemuth. Tried to get it out to Monaghan. It gets forced out by Verney by Fenwick. Verney over the line, down the left side. Backhander on target, into the glove easily for Charlie Zabel.
Yeah, Zabel's looking very comfortable in the net, which you also like to see, especially, I don't know how it is for goalies, but always having a few days off, not playing in a big game, that seems, it's always a good one to get that first save under you. So, it's always great to look and being comfortable on those first early saves. Always wanted to be a goalie.
It's funny.
Parents never let me.
It's the only player that's either on the ice 100% of the time or 0% of the time.
That is true.
Right?
That is true. Yeah, but the goalie pads have always been the thing that I've loved.
Yeah, they're cool.
This Fenwick goalie, he's got some nice ones.
Yeah, I'll say. As a whistle here on an offsides, 11-12 to go in the first period. Blake Hoffer and Marty McCauley, the goal scorers. Official assists, Zach Freemuth on Hoffer and Pajerski on McCauley. Of course, we'll have to make sure there's no secondary assists that they missed when we look at the tape, but that's what they have reported. And we'll bring the faceoff back to center ice. Dylan Ward and Jason Bann, if you're joining us late and recognize that voice. The former Glenbrook South varsity alternate captain in the booth with me here today. Home for Thanksgiving break. Now a shot towards the net by White. That one hit the side of the cage. Senna battling below the goal line. Ryan Mulvey out to Ventura, who touches it ahead to Freemuth. Freemuth with a pass to Hoffer into the zone. Left circle, now down to the corner. Freemuth gets it back to Blake Hoffer. Touched it to the left point. Vanderplug, wrist shot, blocked on its way. Rebound taken by White. He will backhand it out to the neutral zone. Mulvey turns around and fires it back into Fenwick's territory. And the Friars will reset. A pass out to neutral ice. Pito will dump it down. Vanderplug gets to the puck below Zabel's goal line. Can't clear it out. Kept alive at the left point. Here's a shot. Kulikowski with a block. He races ahead. AJ Kulikowski, one-on-one. What a move. Backhander. And a save made by Alessi. Nice one-man effort all the way there by AJ Kulikowski. As he gets the puck again, shoots, and a block right in front of the blue paint. The other way comes Pisano. He will dump it down. What a sequence there for number 74.
Two great chances. Let's hope he gets another one.
He stays on the ice to complete his shift, gets the puck to Stevens. Stevens slides it over looking for Sherwood. It eventually gets to him. Now Stevens down below the goal line. Being pinned up against the boards. Where's the puck? It comes loose to the near side Pisano. Kept alive by the glove of Vergamini, and then it leaks out to neutral ice. And the Titans will play catch with it.
Yeah, one thing you're really seeing here is, as GBS has normally been known for being a very good team off the rush, you see just the speed they're able to generate up in the neutral zone to get the puck in.
Absolutely. This is one of the faster GBS teams I've seen in my time covering
definitely
the program. Pajerski centering pass. Surma backhand try. And that wouldn't go. Not sure if they hit the side of the cage or the goalie made a save. But either way, not across the line. Now Tantero tried to get it out to neutral ice. Deflected off the glove of Weller and eventually does. Ceramic can't get ahead of Vergamini as this puck goes down to the corner. They battle for it. And Surma out to neutral ice it goes. Ceramic will dump it down. Titans get it out to neutral ice again, but the Friars will take it away. Back pass to Gonzalez. And out to the neutral zone again for Michael Verney. Verney tried a shot, blocked in close by Vergamini. Verney gets it back. Up high goes Gonzalez. Takes a shot from the right point. An easy stop for Charlie Zabel, and that stops the clock with 8:02.
Most pressure we've seen Fenwick put on here, so I mean, always good to get a stoppage here, reset, and I mean, you see GBS getting their top line back out there. Let's hope we can generate something here.
GBS, the designated home team here at this neutral site. It will get the last change. And Jason, you've played hockey for so many years. How important is that last change when you're the home team?
It's quite nice, especially when you want to get line matching. Like I remember, at least for me, when I was playing here, especially New Trier Green, they would love to throw their fourth line out with us whenever we were there, because it was just a very scrappy, very good fourth line. I mean, they were physical, they could get the puck in the zone, and they played great defense, so it was always hard to match up against them, and then New Trier could throw their one or two out against some of our other lines. So, I mean, it's definitely nice when you want to get the strategery in there, but it's always a benefit. But, I mean, then again, you got to realize anyone in this league can play with anyone, so.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think it's an important factor, but, I mean, it's simply just a matter of who's going to skate harder, who's going to play better.
It's kind of that chess game aspect of it, you know well as a baseball player.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Between the two coaches. Stevens will find a loose puck. Will Stevens puts on the brakes, looks for a pass, goes Kulikowski, but that one deflects and goes to Verney instead. Or pardon me, that's Senna as he comes into the zone down the right side. Centered it, deflected away by Zabel and up into the netting out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock with 6:46.
The Luke Winger special right there. Just deflected out of play.
Oh, yeah. Luke Winger, I understand it was his birthday on Wednesday. He's out at Lemoyne College. One of two GBS seniors last year to be playing some D1 NCAA sports. I'm trying to remember who the other one is. Oh, yeah, he's in the broadcast booth with me today, Jason Ban.
Yeah, Luke Winger, of course. Oh, you can't be a Division I hockey goalie, just go be a Division I lacrosse goalie.
Why not, right?
Truly.
A lot of people tell me he's a better lacrosse goalie than he is a hockey goalie.
I actually never got to watch him play, which I was really sad about. But
well, hey, now that he's playing D1, he'll be on TV
that's
now
true.
and then.
You can watch it on ESPN.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was always the issue, is that not hockey season. Baseball season at Glenbrook South and at lacrosse season were both in the spring, so our games would always overlap. But
yeah. High school hockey sure is a long season compared to the other high school sports. I mean, you're literally playing 6 months.
August to March, something like that. Yeah, but, I mean, once you get out of high school, you realize how much you miss playing hockey, at least for at least me and Winger, we're unable to play anymore. But it's a long season, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. And it's now Vanderplug in his own defensive end. Gives it up. Here comes Ceramic over the line. Ceramic down the right wing, threw it on target, turned away. Rebound, tried a wrap around, but that one didn't work as Zabel held his ground, and the puck gets forced out to neutral ice. And
hand pass?
A whistle, I'm not sure why. Jason, you think it might be a hand pass?
Based on the ref's signal, it looks like that, especially since the face-off's at center ice here, but
yeah,
I don't know. So good save there by Zabel. That was probably, I would say, Fenwick's best opportunity so far.
I'd have to agree with you. GBS leads 2-0. Blake Hoffer and Marty McCauley with the goals. Zabel with 6 saves on 6 shots. No penalties yet in the hockey game at this point. That looked offsides. We'll play on. Hoffer, left circle, takes a shot. Stopped by Alessi, and the puck don't lie.
I mean, one thing you're seeing here, GBS, they're really spreading out the ice well. I mean, I don't know on that play, it seems, I mean, at least what I saw is, yeah, you got pretty much all three guys spread across, I mean, the neutral zone there. And I mean, got Hoffer cutting across the middle there. Opens up a lot of space, so. That's definitely gonna help out when you want to rush the puck into the zone.
See, that's the kind of stuff that I don't pick up on, Dave, or Jason. I almost called you David there.
That's what my dad says when we go to watch baseball games together. I just start talking about all the pitchers and all the stuff that he just has no clue about.
Hoffer, Ventura, now right in front of the net. Freemuth just tipped that puck wide. Good passing play by the first line. Nearly resulted in the game's third goal. Now Zach Freemuth up high, Vergamini across to Weller. Down to Ventura, tried to get it to the slot, but that gets taken away by Karabatsis. And out to neutral ice and beyond. Aiden Weller. Backhander, Ventura, dumping it in. Sveit will get it out to Senna. Giovanni Senna, over the line they come. Ventura steals. Nick Ventura over the line at the end of a long shift. Ventura lost the puck, it went behind him, and so the chance will get it out to White. McCauley, nice pass to Sherwood, waiting in neutral ice. Wyatt Sherwood gets around Sveit, takes a shot left side, turned away easily by Alessi.
Ooh.
Penalty coming up as there's a big hit up against the boards. Down went Stevens.
Boarding? Yeah, rough.
And a roughing call will be the official signal.
Yeah.
And we will have our first power play of the game. It will belong to the Titans.
Yeah, it just means, yeah, I think Stevens has tried to stop there, lost his edge, and I mean, it's kind of hard to stop trying to hit someone when you're already leaning into him, but yeah, we'll take it.
So that's going to be Johnny Senna in the penalty box. And the Titans, SHL leading 37% power play will get to work. And Fenwick clears.
Trying to find a.
Fenwick's PK.
They're about middle of the pack. Yeah. That is one of the opposite things here. I remember last year for us, our power play was very, very shaky, but our penalty kill was one of our better things.
Oh yeah, now it's flip-flopped.
Yeah,
power play is amazing. Penalty kill, maybe it could use some work.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a bad power play.
No. I'd rather have a good power play than a good penalty kill if it's one or the other.
They're more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom could not take the stress of watching penalty kills.
Oh, man.
But there is truly nothing more satisfying than killing off a 5-on-3.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
It is the best thing on earth.
Well, what's more satisfying, killing off a two-man advantage or a 5-minute major?
I personally think a two-man advantage, because at least if you have a solid 5-on-4 penalty, like I remember a prime example last year against New Trier Green, I believe it was Will Cusick took a 5-minute major, and they killed it off with ease. And I mean, it's satisfying because you got a 5-minute penalty, but I mean, when you got a penalty kill like New Trier does,
yeah,
it's almost a given that they're pretty much going to kill it off. But
when you've got a power play, penalty kill, anything like New Trier does,
goodness,
you're
truly
in a good spot. Well, kind of an underwhelming Titan power play as it winds down. They'll go 0 for 1, and we'll stay 2-0 as we get back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Yeah, but I mean, you really saw Fenwick clogging the zone there, putting pressure on. I think that's one of the biggest things that, I mean, especially when I'm watching the NHL, watching college hockey, you see that all these, they normally tell you when you're younger, and you don't want to be pinching on power plays, or on penalty kills, because, I mean, it's going to open up another guy, but, I mean, especially when you're playing high school hockey, I mean, yeah, kids are really good, but, I mean, they're still teenagers and things like that. They're going to get scared if they're going to put a lot of pressure on them, so it's going to force them to cough up turnovers most of the time.
We saw Ryan Mulvey take a shot at the end there. He's got 4 SHL goals on the season.
Love to see that.
And he scored his first career goal against New Trier Green the other night.
Did he really?
Had 2 against Stevenson in the next game in the SHL, and he's been quite hot. He took the shot that got deflected by Hoffer for the first goal in the North-South game on Wednesday. I know he was your teammate for 1 year.
Yeah, he was awesome to have on the team. I mean, he was a young guy. He was a little quiet, a little scared, but I mean, we all loved having him.
Well, he's got an A on his chest now, and I think well-deserved. By the way, we haven't mentioned it here on the South Hockey Network for those of you who don't know, because the North-South game was on SHL. The Titans recently naming their new alternate captains. Zach Freemuth, of course, remains with the C. And Marty McCauley, Ryan Mulvey, and Will Stevens all with A's in the corner of their jerseys.
Definitely Stevens, very deserving of it. I mean, he's been such a hard worker. I played with him all 4 years, or at least in my 4 years. McCauley, I mean, never got a chance to play with him, but I mean, you look at the way he plays, I'm sure he's a great leader in the locker room. And I mean, Mini Mulvey too. I didn't even realize this, but they called him a Nigel during the whatchamacallit. I'm not sure if you know the story of the back of his jersey had an N on it instead of an R.
Oh,
it was
I did not know that.
Mulvey. So he got the nickname Nigel. And,
I think I've seen that before. I was wondering where that came about.
Yeah, but that's how he got announced 2 days ago, apparently.
Which
seriously?
is
quite funny. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, nothing will beat the Ben Burger man, though.
Oh, man.
From 2 years ago. That was a fun one.
What a legendary team that 2021-22 squad was.
Oh, that was a fun one.
Papolis, Southwood, Dolby.
Erickson.
Man, so many familiar faces. As there's 17 fresh minutes on the clock to begin the second period. Titans lead 2-0 here in this one.
That Eli Cayman's grandma says he's my hero, and I came from Texas just to see him.
Well, we got a Eli Cayman shout out. This grandmother wanted to say hello. Say she's always happy to watch him play. So gotta love to see that.
Yeah. Whenever I'm broadcasting, I try to make sure people know that.
Yeah.
But, it's really sweet when they do come up to the booth.
Gotta love that.
Eli Cayman's not in the net today, but he has been Jim Philbin's primary starter throughout this season.
Yeah.
And he has been pretty solid. I mean, you talk about Eli Cayman's and, the workload that Luke Winger got last year. Cayman's really didn't get that much game time, and now he's earned his spot as the number 1 starter. I was kind of curious coming into the season, how that would affect him, all the rust of just sitting on the bench night in and night out, but he has looked really good for the Titans.
He's looked very good. I mean, yesterday he made some very good saves. Especially towards the end of the game. I mean, unfortunate what happened in the shootout, but I mean, it's one of those things where he was getting peppered at the end, and he made a lot of very important stops to keep GBS in the game. So, I mean, I was very impressed watching him. And I mean, like you said, past 2 years hasn't got a ton of playing time, but I mean, as we talk about every day, you've never met a better teammate than Eli. Every single day, even if he's not playing, he's showing up, he's cheering you on. He's always got a smile on his face. Oh, 100%. And now especially getting to watch him play now, it's amazing. So, beyond happy for him. Love to see that he's playing well too.
I'm sure here on the doubleheader he will get the start later tonight against Evanston. You have to think.
Imagine.
Evanston, by the way, they're not an SHL team, but my hockey rankings has had them in the top 10 in the state.
Really?
All season long. They believe 14-1 in the IHSHL. So that'll be a really interesting test for these Titans.
May have to tune into that.
Yeah. That'll be me and David Ventura. Of course, Jackson Crosby rounding out the broadcasting rotation here this weekend. All the old former Glenbrook South Varsity Titans coming in and helping me out. Starting right now with Jason Mann. Appreciate you being here, man.
Happy to be here.
So the Titans looking to extend their 2-0 lead. Goals by Freemuth and McCauley here against Fenwick. This one's dumped down into the zone. Kurzak will take it, get it to the near side. Titans lead shots 11-5 as this one's dumped in on net from the neutral zone. We have a penalty behind the play.
Not sure, it looks like roughing on Wyatt. I don't know, I did hear a little clang into the boards. That must have been.
Oh yeah, just
seems like he caught him a little high.
Yeah, just caught the end of it with our camera.
Oh, I didn't see they got a man down on Fenwick. Hope he's all right.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's Kurzak. His head coach, Nick Fabrini, goes out there and checks on his man. That was the hit that we were just talking about with Wyatt Sherwood, as the entire arena goes silent.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it that well, but I mean, based off a little bit of the broadcast, I were able to rewind that. It just looked like he caught him up a little bit high.
Yeah, as we watch it again right there. As Joe Hoffer, our cameraman, comes over to take a look. Yeah, just barely. You caught just the end of it right here.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I was following.
So let's see if we can identify that Fenwick Friar.
It's like number 10. That would be
John Moore, defenseman. Man, he is still down there on the ice. Nick Fabrini having a conversation with him. The benches are using this time as just a time to rest. Now Zach Freemuth, very classy, comes off the bench and hovers over the situation. Just wants to make sure everything's okay. And you'd never like to see injuries, but here at the high school level, you just especially don't.
Oh, definitely not.
We'll get back to hockey shortly.
Very nice.
With some help from Zach Freemuth and Joey Kurzak, as he'll head to the locker room for the time being. We hope that he can return to this game or return to this tournament in the next couple of games, but
seemed to be walking off by his own power when he got off the ice there, which is always a positive sign. Saw him talking with Zach a little bit on the way out, so I mean, definitely hoping he's all right. From what I saw, it looked promising that he's not going to be too banged up, but let's hope everything's okay with him.
All right, so in the meantime, it was a hit by Sherwood that caused that, so it's going to send Fenwick to their first power play of the game. We talked about the Titans' penalty kill struggling, down fourth to last with 76.7% conversion rate. And the Fenwick power play, not too good either, 12.7%, as they look to get to work.
Yeah, but one thing you're seeing in here, Zach Freemuth putting a lot of pressure on these guys. I mean, Spencer Vanderploeg doing the same. This is one of those things where you put pressure on guys no matter the situation, they're probably going to cough up the puck.
Good save there by Zabel, and the Titans will clear it down. Now skating up ice come the Friars. Here's Paps down into the zone. Behind the goal line, now back up high, Verney. Down to Karabatsis, takes a shot, blocked by his own man. Now Senna gets it. Johnny Senna back up high to the slot. Paps, nice stick check there by Mulvey to get the puck out of there. And the other way come the Titans shorthanded. It's Stevens shooting, and a save made by Alessi.
GBS has 2 shorthanded goals this year. Didn't even realize that.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they I feel like this year a lot more than last year, as right here we see Shot, another shorthanded look, this time by Stevens again. It was stopped. They just seem to be able to set up kind of freely here. Shorthanded, McCauley down to Dylan Monaghan, and there is a shorty indeed.
As you were mentioning.
Nice pass by McCauley to get it down low to Dylan Monaghan, and it's 3-0 Glenbrook South.
Yeah, what a treat it is to have McCauley on the team. I mean, you get to watch him every single game, but I mean, you can just watch him. He just sees the ice a little bit different than everyone else. That was a great pass. Yeah, if I remember, especially with the years I was on it, setting up the puck in the zone was near impossible.
Oh yeah.
But, no, we were very a rush offense based team, so I remember it was only really in the tournaments we played in that we could really set the puck up, because it was just a very different style of playing, it seemed like, where the points were a lot more open, I felt, especially on bigger ice rinks.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
And in tournaments a lot, you see too, you're playing teams from out of state that, don't have all of the scouting reports on you. And like, I remember, this is a while ago, but back in at the Notre Dame tournament, Will Paplis had a hat trick in that deciding game. He was taking that really powerful shot just after stepping over the blue line all season. It wasn't really getting by the goalies, but that North Allegheny team, well, they hadn't played Glenbrook South all year. They didn't know that he loves to do that.
Oh, yeah. That just seems to be a thing that runs in the Paplis family. I mean, like a net came off there, but Theo Paplis had an absolute blistering wrist shot.
Oh, yeah.
Will Paplis had the same. I mean, they can shoot the puck, and I mean, especially if a goalie's not ready for it, it's gonna catch up on you. So we talk about in baseball, you see kids. I mean, remember there was when we were playing UNC Charlotte, they had this kid, I think he was like 5'9", warming up. He's warming up like 87, 88. We were thinking, oh, it's not going to be that hard. His first pitch of the game was 95.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, yeah, the ball catches up on you a little bit faster.
Do you ever have to worry about that in college? Do you hit it all, or do you get a DH?
I do not, which I'm really happy about, because I don't think I can hit that stuff. But
I remember you hit for yourself at the high school level playing for GBS.
Yeah. I was. It was a lot easier to hit balls. They were going a lot slower.
Right. Once you get to D1, it's no joke.
Yeah, I'd rather be the guy that makes people want to stop hitting than stop hitting myself.
Exactly. All right, so the Titans starting to run away with this one. Still just a 3-0 lead, and the shot's somewhat even. Goals by Hoffer, McCauley, and Monaghan. McCauley with 2 points with a goal and an assist, but poking it out of the zone is Fenwick, and getting to it first before Pisano was Vergamini, and he'll reset for the Titans. Weller with a pass out to Hoffer. Taken away by the Friars again. Dumping it in, Senna. And now taking it away is White. He shoots in the slot, and a big save by Charlie Zabel. Senna now from the goal line tried to bank it off Zabel and in. That didn't work. Here's another shot. That one turned away. Official assists on the Monaghan goal. McCauley, we knew that one. And Tutsias, I believe that's correct.
Oh.
Weller looking to set up a breakaway pass. Ventura instead goes across for Freemuth. Over the line comes Zach Freemuth. Down below the goal line. And up high to Mulvey. Swipe by Stevens, gets it to Hoffer now. Freemuth, and he just missed the net. Doesn't miss those ones too often. Now Mulvey up high, takes a shot, blocked. Rebound, Freemuth scores! Well, he made up for it as he gets the Titans' 4th goal of the game. And with 10:32 to go in the second, it's 4-0 South.
Yeah, that's the kind of shot you're not going to miss, especially Zach. He's not going to miss those any day. But I mean, one thing you're really seeing here is, I mean, as we were talking about, I mean, every team's in the SHL, but on paper they're better. But I mean, they're showing it here. They're running away with it. They're not letting up, which is something that definitely, especially my years, we struggled with a little bit. But definitely a good thing you want to see is just you don't play down to a team's level. When you have the skill and talent that GBS has, you just got to make sure everyone knows, just keep playing your best hockey.
Well said, and you talk about how in the SHL it's always a battle no matter what. Well, there's 9 SHL teams in this tournament and 4 groups. So 3 groups have 2 SHL teams and 2 non, but there's one group that has 3 SHL teams, and the Titans are in it. They're with Fenwick and St. Viator, joined by Evanston as well in that group, who we were just talking about is having a really good start to the season. So
yeah, that's a tough division.
You can make a very clear argument that GBS is in the toughest of all the divisions.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, in this tournament, GBS was, you know, they came off the big north-south win, and they ended up going 1-1-1 in the tournament. And, you know, preseason invitational, they made the finals. Jamestown, you guys won the tournament. Thanksgiving tournament, just something wasn't exactly clicking in the same way as those other ones. I know there was the big upset loss to New Trier Blue among those.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, as we talked about our issue, it just seems like we played down to teams' levels. And as we talked about, if something goes wrong, it's a very high possibility it can snowball. And I mean, New Trier Blue, props to them. They flat out,
Cesario on the rebound. Pajurski tried it. That one wouldn't go. Cesario gets it back up high, takes a shot, turned away by the pads. And Fenwick will regroup.
Yeah, but they caught us when we were down, and they just didn't stop. So that's what you got to do when you're playing teams like that. And, but yeah, you know, the tournament's never been our biggest strength, it seems like, but
it's always hard to play so many games in consecutive days and double headers and stuff. I mean, hell, you don't even see teams playing 3 days in a row in the NHL ever. And to think that, you know, you're playing hockey twice in one day, and then the next day you play again, then another doubleheader the day after if you go all the way to the end of a tournament.
Truly.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, as my one of my best friends from high school is a kid named John Henry, who he was my catcher. Whenever we went to extra innings with teams, it's like we get to play more baseball. So I like to take that phrase into this. I mean, you get to play more hockey. There's no complaints. Practices, sure, they're fun, but there's nothing like games. Even if you're dog tired, they're still fun. But yeah, but you don't really see it that often.
Freemuth touches it across. Ventura drops it off Zach Freemuth. Tried to get it to the slot for Hoffer, but that wouldn't connect. Now Hoffer takes it away, gets it over. Ventura down low, and that one just goes wide. McCauley can't keep it in the zone, and out comes Ceramic for Fenwick. He'll just dump this one down below the goal line. It bounces off the boards. Ceramic centered it. Tantero shoots. Maybe a tip there by Matiziak, but eventually it was stopped by Zabel.
But going back to playing a lot, especially in tournaments, the worst part is not being tired. It's the wet gear.
Yeah. Oh, man. I can only imagine.
Is the worst.
As someone who actually has never played hockey, I'm happy that I don't have to have that in the memory bank of my years.
You ever skate once in a while, though, or no?
Once in a while, maybe.
Fair enough.
I'm not the best at it. I can hold, I cannot fall. You
can hold your own.
Exactly, but I don't know if I can, start and stop as quickly as you guys can. Not even close.
That's the fun thing about being in North Carolina, that all of my teammates, a lot of them are from Florida, North Carolina, Virginia. None of them really ever have skated before, so I'm tempted over towards the end of the semester to go down to Raleigh or something. No, actually go into Charlotte, because I believe they have an ice rink in this And just laugh at them when they skate.
Show off a little bit.
I don't even know if, could say, I mean, I haven't skated in months, so.
Well,
but
I imagine you'll be a little bit better than them.
Yeah. That'd be funny, though. That would be funny.
When you played hockey, how often would you get skates in during the off season? Stevens, this one just goes high.
For me, not as much as a ton of people. I would probably, I mean, realistically, with like practices and stuff, I believe it would be about maybe 3 or 4 times a week. So not often, but I mean, I remember I was reading that interview on Zach. He's skating every single day. I was not like that. I loved hockey, but I would say I was a little bit more baseball focused in my off season.
Sure.
But yeah. But no, I definitely tried to skate, keep everything moving, make sure I didn't forget how to shoot the puck and all that sort of situations. But yeah.
Alessi, slap shot from the point, blocked. Weller will get it ahead, looking for Sherwood. Can't find him on the breakaway pass. Now the other way comes Fenwick. Alessi shoots, blocked by Vergamini, and it deflects into the glove of Zabel. 6:07 to go in the second period.
Yeah, Fenwick putting on a little bit more pressure now. As we talked about earlier, always good to get a whistle when that happens. I mean, that was one thing that Luke Winger was so good at. Getting the puck out of play, getting a stoppage whenever things started to spiral downwards. So always good to see that Zabel and Kamens are good at doing that too.
Shot from way up high, turned away by Zabel. To the near side, Ryan Mulvey. Now Pajurski. Asher Vanderplug out to Cesario. Surma will backhand this one down into the zone. Pajurski centered it, turned away. Ryan Mulvey, this one just by his stick. And he'll chase it back down into his own end. 5:26 to go in the second period. Titans all over the Friars in game number 1 of this tournament. A 3-0 group stage would send the Titans to the semifinals automatically. As here's a steal by Fenwick. It's Ceramic getting it ahead. Karabatsis, that one just past his stick. Boy, oh boy, Jason. Fenwick had a 2-on-0 breakaway. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused. I was just a little bit of a late pass. I think, I'm not sure who was in front, but the lead man was definitely a little bit more worried about, hey, we can see here, I believe it was number 33.
It's Karabatsis.
But yeah, he got looked down for a split second to make sure he wasn't offsides, and unfortunately that was when the pass came, but yeah, GBS got away with one there.
Not even a shot on target. Freemuth now into the zone. Down the left wing, dancing. He takes a shot. That one stopped off the M boards and a glove on top of it. Jason, towards the end of your senior year last year, you hit the 50 career goal milestone. Zach Freemuth also hit that last season. Well, guess what? With his goal today, he's now at 93. Just like that, huh?
That is remarkable. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be excited. Not if, but when he hits 100.
Right. This shot turned away.
Yeah, but he's been scoring at will this year. Oh, it's very exciting to see him do that.
McCauley shot, rebound Ventura. Nick Ventura. Down to McCauley, takes a shot, stopped by the goaltender.
I wonder if he hits it in this tournament.
It's not a bad prediction.
Still got 10 periods of hockey left.
Yep.
In at least guaranteed.
Right.
And with the way they're playing, I mean, seems pretty likely that they're gonna hopefully move on. I mean, I know St. Viator had their number last game, but that was quite a close game. So,
yeah,
you know, I'm excited to keep watching him.
McCauley down low. Here's a shot and a good save made by Alessi on Ventura, right down by the goal line.
They were constantly here just trying to find Ventura on that back slot. I mean, I think that was the third time McCauley tried to hit him twice. Freemuth tried to hit him once there. But Yeah, I mean, that one-time spot, I mean, I'm not a goalie, but one-timers always seem to be a big problem for goalies just because of how fast it's coming off the stick, and you don't even know where it's going.
Oh, yeah. Especially from that angle, you don't have a lot of time to react.
Oh, definitely.
So hyper-focused on the puck, it's like all of a sudden it's right down there.
That's the best goal in hockey, in my opinion. A good one-timer.
Oh, man.
Oh, those are fun to watch.
Especially here in high school, you see them all the time in the NHL, but in high school hockey, it's such a treat when you see
definitely.
it, and when you see a good one, where they connect.
100%. I forgot what game it was. I believe I was at a New Trier St. Viator game, and it was Angelo Massaro.
Oh, man.
Bar down one-timer to tie the game. It's like, oh, that was a fun one.
Yeah. And those are always a blast to see.
Oh, truly.
Especially when you hear the ting off the crossbar. Oh, come on. Forget Christmas music at that point. Just give me that on repeat.
Oh.
Now out to the neutral zone, tipped down, but no icing. We will skip the Zamboni if we have a 5-goal difference. Right now the Titans lead by 4. Surma. Down below the goal line. That was the case in the GBN St. Rita game right before this one, where GBN defeated the Mustangs 10-1.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Oh, my is right. I believe it was 8-1 after 2 periods.
Yeah, GBN can score at will.
Yeah.
That seems
We've learned that, huh?
Oh, my goodness, yeah. I mean, even losing their 2 top guys, Justin Dimoff,
Yeah. I always find it so cool that that North-South game is always the first meeting of those 2 teams.
Oh, yeah,
of the year.
yeah. I always get scared in the preseason tournament that somehow we're going to meet up with them, but no, the first meeting in North-South, it's an unwritten rule. It has to happen.
Well, I was talking to some people back in, I think 2019, the preseason invitational. They were in the same group.
No kidding.
Yeah. So that was a little bizarre.
Truly.
Man, GBN went to the preseason invitational final, and GBS was playing New Trier. If they had won, they would have faced off. So,
well, bittersweet, but I'm glad GBS didn't win that one.
Yeah. Weller shoots, tip, they score. What a deflection by Cesario.
That was nice. That was very nice.
And just in the nick of time, it is a 5-goal difference here with 1:42 to go in the second.
So what time is? Should probably head out soon-ish.
I know, yeah, Jason Ban mentioning that he had to leave somewhat early. Hey, whenever you have to go, don't worry about it.
Fair enough. I'll head out at the end of this period. And that'll be the way to go, especially.
Perfect. Yeah, it'll be a good cutoff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jason Ban joining me in the broadcast booth today. Some of you likely remember that name. Some of you maybe don't know. He was a senior, class of 2023 at Glenbrook South. There's some chirping happening. I'm not sure if that's coming from the stands.
What I'm looking at, it seems to be the New Trier guys down there.
Oh, yes. It's a good pickup by you. New Trier will play next.
Green?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Who are they playing?
I have to double check.
Oh wait,
schedule.
if it's the same ring, is it I'm blanking on it. Is it Varsity 2?
GBS Varsity? No, GBS Varsity
they're
plays
on the
over
other
there.
side. Okay.
On the practice rink, yeah. Freemuth just keeps us in the zone. Ventura across Vanderplug, and that one blocked. Freemuth gets it back. Under a minute to play. Zach Freemuth up high. Vanderplug takes a shot, goes over instead. Ventura, and what a save by Alessi.
Yeah, he's really getting pressured right now. You're seeing the results of a lot of chemistry on this line.
Whistle sounds, and that clock runs here with the 5-goal difference, even in the second period, apparently.
I did not know that, but
Usually you only see that in the third
Yeah,
period.
in the third, I would think so, but yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you look at that line, you got 4 returning guys on the top line, and then Hoffer seems to fit in perfectly there. I mean, he's doing exactly what, Philbin wants him to do. He's a big body, he's screening the goalie, so, I mean, that's just a great setup, a great line. You gotta love that.
Tutsius tries for a buzzer beater. It wouldn't go. And the horn sounds to end the second period. Titans lead 5-0. Goals so far on the day coming from Blake Hoffer, Marty McCauley, Dylan Monaghan, Zach Freemuth, and Jonathan Cesario. Like I said, they will skip the ice cut. And, well, Jason Ban, I understand you have to head out, but it's been an
Unfortunate.
absolute pleasure to have you in the broadcast booth.
Definitely, it's been great to see you, great to see everyone, and yeah, I mean, I'll be following the Titans all year long, so I'm excited for it. But yeah,
Awesome.
thank you again for having me.
Of course, well, we wish you the best of luck in your NCAA baseball journeys
Thank you very much.
for the years to come. Of course.
Awesome. All right, thank you. Nice to
Of
see you.
course, yeah. See you later, man. And now I'm alone. Dylan Ward on the call with you. Joe Hoffer behind the camera with his patented thumbs up. Whoa, he's a little bit zoomed in there. And Brad Cesario keeping score. Such a pleasure there to have Jason Ban come in and do some color with me. And it hit me late in the second period that I have some sponsorship stuff to make up, because with Jason Ban in the booth, I sort of forgot about it. So this is the Win Trust South Hockey Network, presented by Glenview Bank and Trust. The first period of this game was brought to you by The Great Escape. The second period by Gel Cert. And now it's time for the third period. And the third period is brought to you by PW Jet. The Titans went on the power play once in this game. That was brought to you by RSM. And when the Titans were shorthanded, including the shorthanded goal, that penalty kill was brought to you by Hannah Vanderplug Trial Attorneys. So another 17 minutes on the clock. It'll be a running clock here at Robert Crown Center in Evanston. And a lot of snow buildup out there on the ice through 2 periods of play. Titans 5 unique goal scorers tonight. Pardon me, not tonight, this morning. It's always a little bit difficult to keep up on that. Man, got so used to talking to Jason Pan that got to remember how to do this solo again. We are underway in the third period. Fenwick back to shooting from left to right. And GBS will dump this down. Cole Alessi gives it to his brother. Alessi gets it to White. Can't get by the stick of Tutsius, who goes over to Freemuth. Freemuth would have passed to Blake Hoffer as he comes over the line. Taken away by White, and back out to neutral ice it goes. Tutsius back for McCauley. Marty McCauley looking for Freemuth, taken away by Gadalis. Freemuth now. Pass to Ventura. Backwards to McCauley. Marty McCauley down low looking for Freemuth, but that one's tipped up and into the protective netting, out of play for a stoppage in the game, but not the clock. That thing continues to tick with 6:05 to go in the third. Face-off win. Vanderplug goes across Mulvey, shoots. That goes into the glove of Cole Alessi one more time. Fenwick takes the face-off again. Sveit behind the goal line will go out to the neutral zone. He can't find Verney, and it's another icing. Well, Fenwick just trying to end this game, as it seems, as they have iced the puck a couple times in the last little stretch of time. Titans lead shots 23-14, and the game 5-0. Face-off win for South. Sherwood shot gets blocked. Instead, Wyatt will go up high. Mulvey takes a shot. That one gets blocked as well. Now Karabatsis skating through the neutral zone. Karabatsis all the way down to the right corner. Pass back up high. Sveit takes a shot blocked by Sherwood. He races after the puck. He's got a breakaway. Partially Sherwood. Instead, he'll try a centering pass, but Kulikowski, that wouldn't get to him. A stick was in the way. Now Vanderplug over to Mulvey. Out to Sherwood. Vanderplug now into the zone, taken away by the captain's Kurzak, and it looks like a trip there by Vanderplug, but they won't call it. We'll continue on. Ryan Mulvey down to Stevens. Will Stevens hit up into the boards by Sveit. Puck pinned up against the boards. And it gets taken by the Friars. Karabatsis can't clear the zone. Dylan Monaghan dangling, looking for his second goal of the morning. New Trier Green, you can hear them cheering on GBS as they play the next game. Excuse me, folks. I'm still sort of getting over that cough I had. Titans take the face-off. Vergamini down low. Gadalis. Pajerski keeps it alive and sends it down to the corner. Taken away by the Friars. Schmidt in neutral ice. Finds Paps. Surma will dump it down. No goals here in the third period yet. The 5-0 score has remained since period number 2. Paps takes a shot. That one's turned away by Zabel. Now what a dangle here by Pajerski. He was one-on-one with the goaltender, but the Titans were just offsides. 11:30 to go on the running clock here in the third period. Other scores from earlier today at this tournament. GBN beat St. Rita 10-1. St. Ignatius beat New Trier Blue 3-1. Other current scores, Providence Catholic ahead of Maine right now, 3-0. York and Loyola, good game over there, tied at 3 apiece. And St. Viator up against Evanston 4-1. That's a big game as that's in the Titans group. Here's a long pass, Ventura slap shot, and that one just goes wide. Hoffer on the rebound, shoots. That one wouldn't go, and it deflects up into the protective netting. If you want to watch Hockey all weekend long. GBS Hockey here on YouTube is your place to be. Plenty of action between the Varsity and Varsity 2 teams all weekend long. Courtesy of Gerard Boris, our main video engineer, and Joe Hoffer, he will be filling in on occasion. Now Godalis over the line, centered it. That one went right to McCauley. Marty McCauley over the blue line. Taken away and cleared out to neutral ice. As now McCauley gets it back down low for Stevens. Kulikowski, who's had some good looks tonight, throws it between the legs, and it's fired down by Fenwick. Jonathan Cesario over the line, puts on the brakes. Cesario gave it up to Fenwick, and we have a penalty called. It's going to be a cross check. And it appears it's against the Friars. Bastido heading to the box, and the Titans are off to the power play for the second time today, 0 for 1. All Titan power plays here on the South Hockey Network this season are brought to you by RSM. Face-off taken by Fenwick to get underway in the man advantage. They will get it out to neutral ice, and Vanderplug. Back to Pajurski. Now Vanderplug gets it back. Nice move. Asher Vanderplug drops it off Monaghan. Down to Pajurski. Across Fry and Mulvey. Mulvey up high, Vanderplug. High slot, looks for a pass, finds Benji. Pajurski looking over his options. Tried to go cross ice, but taken away by the stick. They can't clear it. Vanderplug left point, takes a shot into the glove of Alessi. 8:20 to go on that running clock. Face-off taken by the Titans again. Marty McCauley, he wants to shoot it. Instead, he'll go to Freemuth. Zach Freemuth back up high. McCauley takes a shot, and that one turned away. I believe it got a piece of the goaltender. McCauley gets it back. He'll go down low. Ventura. Nick Ventura up high. McCauley slap shot, and that one gets blocked. Fenwick can just clear it out. It goes between the legs of McCauley. Now backhanded down by Senna. 7:30 to go in the third period. Zach Freemuth through the neutral zone. Freemuth over the line, gets around one. Now down below the goal line, Zach Freemuth. Cleared out of there, and that's going to kill off the Fenwick penalty. We're back to 5-on-5, and the Titans power play goes over 2. What a pass here. Karabatsis scores! And Fenwick is on the board. Really nice play to get that puck to the slot for Karabatsis. I'm looking at the replay here. Looks like Matiziak was the one who made that play. And Charlie Zabel close to a shutout, but allows his first goal of the hockey game point blank. Tough one to give up for the Titans, as that's also going to stop the clock from now on. Now here comes Sherwood racing in. Wyatt Sherwood left side, takes a shot. Stopped by Alessi. He'll put a glove on top of it. Stopping play with 6:18 to go in the third. Here's a shot. That one gets deflected away. Out to neutral ice it goes. Pisano dumping it in. Vergamini will grab it below the line. Now Cesario out to Surma. Into the zone it goes. Frank Surma comes up with it, goes up high to the point. Weller takes a shot and a save by Alessi. Stopping the clock again with 5:38 to go in the third period. Attacking zone faceoff coming for Glenbrook South. It'll be at the left wing circle. Pardon me, right circle as the first line steps out there again. Faceoff taken by Fenwick. This one's dumped down. Vanderploeg grabs it. We'll play it out to neutral ice for Ventura. Goes cross for Freemuth. Paps will take it over. Vanderploeg gets to it. Ventura over the line. He'll dump this one in and take a check. It goes down below the line for Freemuth. Zach Freemuth taken away by Senna. And Johnny Senna will dump this one down. Here's Blake Hoffer off a deflection from Zach's skate. Threw it up high, Mulvey with a shot, turned away by the goaltender. Another shot from Mulvey at the right circle, wouldn't go. Now Nick Ventura gets it to Blake Hoffer. Hoffer, it's taken down, no penalties coming from that. One referee here today, by the way, 2 linesmen. Centering pass missed. Ceramic picks it up. Threw it off the side of the net. Matiziak now Ceramic. Can't get a shot away. And the Titans come out with it. Nice move by Stevens to keep the puck. Will Stevens into the glove of Alessi. So the Titans will go against Evanston Township. Tonight at 6 p.m. Central Time. If I actually just take a look, I am curious where Evanston Township is ranked in the state at this moment. Looks like they've fallen down to 12 at this time, just ahead of Ice Cats. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the Titans match up against Evanston. Not an SHL team, but a team that's doing very well in the state. The shot, what a drive there by McCauley with the wrist. Turned away by Alessi. Marty gets it back. Slides it low for Sherwood. Wyatt Sherwood takes a shot, tipped, and it goes wide of the net. Out it goes to neutral ice and beyond. Tutsius racing after it. He comes back into the zone all by himself, Alex Tutsius. It gets taken away by the Friars. Give away Luke LaChance into the zone. Slides it over, Surma, taken away by the Titans. Cesario, Titans have a rush up here, odd man. Bajerski tried to get it back for Surma, but that gets taken away by the Fenwick Friars. Paps now to Senna, what a move. Senna shoots, save made, rebound, they score. Will Pabst, who has one SHL goal this year, on the rebound, got it by Zabel. And with 2:22 to go, it's a 5-2 game. And Gerard comes over here to watch the replay, and I don't blame you. That was sort of a wacky goal. Nice move there to get the assist. And then I think that went off a skate. Maybe we can back it up one more.
No.
Maybe off the pads, Zabel. Either way, the Friars cut it down to a 3-goal lead. Titans lead should be safe. Vanderplug out to Pajerski, taken away by Matiziak. Matiziak will chip this one down. Under 2 to play. Taken away. Fenwick has another look. What a save there by Zabel. Now behind the net, Matiziak pressuring. Goes to the near side, Arden Tantero. Tantero looked to go back up to the left point, taken away by Cesario. And it looks like they called a penalty against Fenwick on that, but I'm not sure why the whistle sounded. The Titans had possession of that puck on the hit against Cesario in neutral ice. As Gerard and I over here in the booth look at the replay, Cesario got taken down. Yeah, that's the penalty, and Pajerski just grabbed the puck. Fenwick never even touched it. No idea why that wasn't a... Well, actually, look, they gave a power play to Fenwick. They gave a power play to Fenwick. Actually, now I'm looking at it. There must have been something right before that we missed with our naked eye. But GBS will have a chance to kill another penalty, and of course, all penalty kills on the South Hockey Network are brought to you by Hannah Vanderplug Trial Attorneys. Under a minute to play here in Game 1 of the O'Grady Cup. Karabatsis taken away by the Titans. Now here comes Nick Ventura. Odd man rush for GBS. Ventura down the left side. Gets it over to Stevens. He scores! Good pass by Will Stevens, or to get it to Will Stevens by Ventura. And the Titans have scored a touchdown. And that's going to put a bow on this one. As Gerard and I took a look at the footage, we can't confirm that that penalty was against Fenwick, that it was back in the D zone for the Titans right before that hit. So GBS with 6 different goal scorers tonight is going to come away with a nice victory to begin play here in the group stage of the O'Grady Cup. Taken away by Cesario. He's looking for 7. It just goes wide off a deflection. Matiziak through the neutral zone, and there's the horn to end the game. 6-2 the final score in favor of Glenbrook South here in Game 1 of the O'Grady Cup. Titan goals today scored by Hoffer, Freemuth, Stevens, Cesario, McCauley, and Monaghan. Well, we hope you enjoyed having Jason Bann on the broadcast for the first 2 periods. Looking forward to being joined by David Ventura for game number 2 of this group stage at 6 p.m. And hey, look at this. David Ventura's right up here in the booth. David, if you want to say something to all the people, I was just mentioning how you will be on the broadcast tonight.
Excited to get in the booth later. We'll see how the game against Evanston goes. Good win for South here, and we got 2 good games later against number 9 Evanston and St. Viator tomorrow.
Absolutely, David. Well, with that, we're going to sign off here on the South Hockey Network, saying thank you so much for tuning in. Dylan Ward, I was joined by Jason Band today. He had to go. David Ventura will be with me in the booth tonight, 6 o'clock Central against Evanston over at Centennial, same venue as the North-South game. We'll see you there in person or here on YouTube.
So we had to leave? Like, what was the deal with that?
Yeah, he said he would do the game with me, and then he's like, oh, by